Hi everyone, welcome to whatever episode this is. Hopefully I remembered to put that in the front of the Yarnivore Flosstube. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're returning. If you're coming from the knitting podcast to this one, hey, you just watched me. You get to watch me again. And I will be posting the vlog, like the month-long vlog, hopefully shortly, or later tonight, or something-ish. Maybe in the next couple days. I don't know. It depends on how far I get anything done, because it's been a week. However, this is how I'm storing it finished, because I don't want anything to hurt it. I have a finished object! Ta-da! Which I finished on Halloween, because that is awesome. It is Hocus Pocus by Prairie Schooler. It is gorgeous-tastic. I did post a picture on many places, but the picture I snapped did not have, it was missing two of the motifs in the hand. I went in and put them in. It was missing the motif in the thumb and the moon. However, now it is all good. It is all done. This is on 28 count, 28 count even weave Monaco in the antique white. I friggin' love it. And it's by Prairie Schooler. I did it exactly as charted, with the colors charted. I made no changes, no nothing, because I love the way it is by itself. And now I'm going to roll it back up and put it back in the thingy so it doesn't get hurt. So yes, my goal had been to finish it on Halloween, and I did it much to the detriment of my knitting. But hey, dark October stitching, dark October finish. And yay. Now that dark October stitching is done, I can kind of diversify, if you will, what I'm stitching on. So I pulled out a few things that got some love. Some are going to get more love this week. You know how I roll. They get about 2.5 to 3 days a piece. I'm not sure if I showed this last time, the sugar skull. If I didn't show it, then this is what's finished. If I did show it, then you already saw that, in which case I can't remember because I didn't write down what part on the sugar skull I had shown you. So, hi P, welcome back. The other one I pulled out was Whimsy, the Quick Stitch Bubble Fairy Cat Face by Heaven and Earth Designs, because I am chomping at the bit to get back on my full coverage pieces, of course, because I want to get a few things done before I start all the things, because I want to start all the things, which is problematic. But here she is. Now, except for this little box here, which is 4 stitches of one color that I think I harvested for some other pattern because I cannot find it in the packet for this one. I finished this one except for the 4, and then I got a bunch done in here, and this is all new. I had to fix a bunch of stuff. Like, I think I was off by a row for some reason, which is why I started doing columns, because this stuff started getting a little messed up and off in counts, and it was bugging me. So I basically went in and was fixing this as best I could, and going forward it will be on point. I will have to probably do the same up here. I'm doing it in columns. Now, I was watching Jessie Marie Does Stuff, who's back. Welcome back. We missed you. I missed you. I don't care if anyone else missed you. I missed you. And she was showing some stuff that had some column issues, like the column showing up after you stitch it. And this is quite a common problem. So I was thinking maybe I should go across the top, and then I just didn't know what I was doing. So I've decided I'm going to do columns on this and see how I feel about it. See if the columns really show up for me, or if it's dependent on the fabric. This is a 14 count Aida, plain and simple. because this is a quick stitch, so it's not so big. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, it wraps around, but it's 2 pages wide, and I'm almost at the first page right here. So it's not going to be super huge on 14 as a quick stitch. Plus, I had this piece laying around. It's a scrap. It's this pinky peachy color that I am indifferent to, so I didn't care if I covered it up with full coverage. Meow. Petrie is very demanding today. Meow wow. Meow wow. Ow. It's because she wants more wet food. I'm not even gonna lie to you, she's being a gluttonously glutton. That's what she wants. She wants more wet food in her container. And not just the wet food that's in her container, because there is some. She wants a new piece of wet food on top. Meow. Meow. So, the Skull and Whimsy are both part of... Wow, come here. They're both part of my Year of Whips, which is part of... Hi, come here, come here. No, I'm not going to give you food just yet. I know I'm horrible. Which is part of the Soulful Stitchers whole shebang. So 2 of these are... Actually, all 3 of the things I'm going to show you that I'm working on are Year of Whips. And mostly because I brought this one out of hibernation. This was this was probably as close to a UFO as I'm getting. Let me show you the cut. I printed this off just so I would have a placeholder to show you. I started this in 2013, I think, because 2014 was the year it was for. And I finished the outline before, most of the outline before it actually showed up. So I picked it up. I was like, I'm gonna make some traction on this. Come here. Well, come on then. There. You can't see, I just grabbed a pea. There you go. Now you know she's here. So I picked this one up to get some traction on it, and I got her hair done and the bow in April, which is the 3 little bears. I really just, yeah, I need to get it done. I need to get it done. This is also 14 count Ada. It is the oatmeal, or oatmeal light, or whatever you call it. I'm not sure what you call it. But I started on April, and I'm just going to keep trucking on that. And I'm reminded how I'm not a big fan of all the little itty-bitty pieces. I don't know that, like, I don't mind, but at the same time, it's like, I have to be in the right mood for it. Right now, I'm feeling full coveragey because I haven't done any full coverage in like a month. So I think I need to. What do you think, Petrie? Petrie thinks I should do whatever I want, as long as it involves feeding her. Oh, thank you. Cat's not right on my hand. The other thing I did was this. Now, I know it's a Christmas bag, but bear with me because I'm just using what I got. It's a little gift for the hubby, who better not be watching this. Actually, I don't think he'll have time to watch this. Anywho. Yeah. Bugger off, if you're my husband. But really, you shouldn't be watching this. So, in here, as you can see, there are several thingies. And I'll show you what one looks like. Here's a nice one. There's a good one to show you. This one's probably the best. Okay, so I went on Etsy. I purchased a bunch of these. As you may recall, I told you about the plan I was going to do. Due to Bebop and extenuating circumstances, could not afford the framing right now. Well, I probably could, but I don't have time either. So anyway, I went and I bought a bunch of these, which are pixelated sprites of different Pokemons. This one is Vileplume. I got 6. There's Vileplume, Houndour, Gengar, Ampharos, Typhlosion, and Arcanine. Now, I know... Okay, this one's one of my favorite, which is why I threw it in. But I know that Arcanine, Ampharos, Gengar, and Typhlosion... Who else is in there? What else did I say? Anyway, most of them are for him. This one, I think this one is the only one that's like basically I like it more than he does. Anywho, it has the clearest picture. So I printed off the patterns, and I think this is a nice gift. So these are paid for patterns, but I do believe they show you that it calls for DMC. So way back here, here's the DMC list. The pattern is in there. So you've got the cover picture, then there's the pattern, then there's the DMC list with all the charts. And inside of that, some of these I pulled from our own stash, which are already bobbinated, and some of them I had to go out and get. 30%, or I think if you go today, there's an extra 30% off your total purchase of regular price items at Joann's. Anywho, I ended up spending it $12 to get, I think I'm missing 2 flosses. Anywho, so each of these has all of the flosses needed for it in a Ziploc baggie, and it's ready to go. Now, we have enough spare Ada. He's been doing them on 14s and 16s and 18s. We have enough spare of all of that for him to go through our own stash and pick out the fabrics for those. But all of the patterns are there, all of the color keys are there, and all of the flosses, minus 2, which they didn't have. I'm hoping that's a nice little present for him. He has been talking about how he wants some smalls to do because he just has his one major coverage piece, and he was going to get the Cirque du Cirques, or Cri de Cirque, you know, the ink circles. Circle one. Do you like all the gesture? Yeah, the big circle one that lots of people have done. There was one done in beads that was amazing, and he was thinking of doing that, but I was like, black even weave, really, dear? And he changed his mind on that. And then we decided to wait for a bit until Bebop is more stable because of, you know, life. So this was really just something for him so that he will be able to have some smalls to work on should he choose to work on something else. And since it plays into that whole thing that he wanted to do and what I kind of wanted to do, I think it'll all just work out really well and really nicely. That's just my own personal thoughts. I don't know if that actually counts. Having said that, I mean, it's a gift I would really like, so I hope he really likes it as well. And I think that's everything I've got to do. I'm trying to think. I've just been watching. There's a bunch of new podcasts up today that I'm so itching to watch. I'm so itching. But part of me is like, maybe I should save it for the weekend, because I always have nothing to watch on the weekends. Nothing to watch. Well, I find things to watch. It's just the weekends always suck for me. Okay, when you work from home, you live at home, and you never leave your home. Well, you leave occasionally, but like, I mean, you know what I mean. Weekends only have meaning when my husband's home, because then that's when he's home from work. Otherwise, it's just a disruption of my pattern. Because nothing is on when it's supposed to be on the television, and it just, yeah, Not a fan. Not a fan of weekends when I'm just me and the babies. Having said that, oh well. So, I think that's everything I have to report in terms of stitching. The FO is really my big deal. I will probably frame it myself. Hi. Yes. More Petrie show. It's the Petrie show here. Because you can't see Bebop sleeping at my feet. So, yes. Yes, tuna breath. I hope everybody's having a good stitching. I hope the people who are doing the Year of Whips are really enjoying their Year of Whips, because I am. I'm hoping to beat some of these whips into submission. And hopefully I get a lot more done on Whimsy. I might go out later tonight. It's super rainy today, but I might go out later tonight and hit up the Michaels and see if I can find those flosses. I don't know. But I will see everyone next week.